from Classic Hits All Day. It's Stephen Shah's on the Lite Breakfast, and in the studio with us is best-selling young adult author of Before I Fall and Delirium trilogy. It's Lauren Oliver, whose books have been translated into more than 30 languages and happens to be on the New York Times and International Best-Selling Novels list.
Welcome to the show, Lauren.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, and your latest book, which actually just came out about 2 weeks ago, Panic, has just made it to the New York Times bestsellers list.
Yes, absolutely. It's the second week on the list. I'm thrilled.
Lauren, we want to find out about your writing process. I mean, you sit down in a nice room and just... How do you do it? Always wondered.
I wish. I mean, it's really nice to be able to write from home. I actually did a lot of my writing for example, today, I have to write every day. It's a habit. I feel very gross if I don't do it. It's kind of like if you didn't brush your teeth. Because I've been writing every day since I was about 9. So, for example, this morning on my car ride here, I wrote about 400 or 500 words on my BlackBerry on my way in for the interview to the studio.
What were you writing about?
I mean, I'm working on a couple different books. I usually the funny thing is I hate to make this comparison, but writing has almost become for me like an addiction, like a drug addiction. So I need to do it more to get the same hit, same high. So I used to write about 1,000 words a day. Now I write between 1,500 and 1,700.
Your advice to anyone who wants to attempt to write like a novel, one book.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of strict discipline you have to have, or creative discipline?
I do think you have to have a discipline. Although, again, the great thing is there are phases. It starts as a discipline, and it will eventually evolve to become a habit. But just like going to the gym or practicing violin or doing anything you want to achieve, you do have to start carving out time for it. I mean, I always tell people if they want to write, try to carve out 10 minutes a day. I don't care how busy you are. Everybody has 10 minutes that they can spend doing something, pursuing whatever it is that they love. And the other thing you really need to do as a writer is you need to read a lot. That's really non-negotiable. You learn from reading just as, great painters learned from apprenticing themselves and from studying how other people painted before them. So you have to read a lot and you have to make the time.
That's right. And Panic, your latest novel, has been optioned for film by Universal Studios, and it just made the New York Times bestsellers list.
Yes, it did.
This week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Tell us about Panic.
Panic is a story of it's realistic and it's a standalone, and it's a story of a small town, a small kind of rundown, impoverished town where the teens have invented a very dangerous game they play every summer. It's kind of like Fear Factor, but less gross. Essentially, it's a game that is designed to test your ability to withstand fear. So the teens that want to compete spend the summer, and over the course of the summer they have to compete in challenges that get increasingly more dangerous and increasingly more terrifying without showing any fear. And there are 2 protagonists, 2 narrators. Heather, who is determined, she's playing because she really wants to escape her town, and Dodge, who is playing because he is intent on revenge.
Ooh, sounds intriguing. Okay, do you know who's gonna star in this movie once it becomes a movie?
No, I mean, we're just waiting on the script now, so it's in fairly early stages. But we should get the script in any day, and I'm very happy with the people I'm working with. So
okay, well, good luck with your book tour in Malaysia, and we hope you have a great time, Lauren.
Thank you. So thank you for having me.